So we're moving on to chapter 13. Welcome back. Let's find out. Okay? Abram and Lot separate in chapter 13. Let's read. So Abram went up from Egypt to Negev with his wife and everything he had, and Lot with him. Abram had become very wealthy in livestock and in silver and gold. From the Negev he went from place to place until he came to Bethel, to the place between Bethel and Ai, where his tent had been earlier and where he had built an altar. There Abram called on the name of the Lord. Now Lot, who was moving about with Abram, also had flocks, herds, and tents. But the land could not support them while they stayed together, for their possessions were so great that they were not able to stay together. So let me keep reading, and if it doesn't say it, then I'll tell you, okay? Okay. And quarreling arose between Abram's herdsmen and the herdsmen of Lot. The Canaanites and the Perizzites were also living in the land at the time. So Abram said to Lot, "Let's not have any quarreling between you and me, or between your herdsmen and mine, for we are brothers. Is not the whole land before you? Let's part company. If you go to the left, I'll go to the right. If you go to the right, I'll go to the left." Lot looked up and saw that the whole plain of the Jordan was well watered, like a garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt towards Zoar. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So Lot chose for himself the whole plain of the Jordan and set out towards the east. The two men parted company. Abram lived in the land of Canaan, while Lot lived among the cities of the plain and pitched his tents near Sodom. Now the men of Sodom were wicked and were sinning greatly against the Lord. The Lord said to Abram after Lot had parted with him, "Lift up your eyes from where you are and look north, south, east, and west. All the land that you see I will give to you and your offspring forever. All the land that you see I will give to you and your offspring forever." That sounds better, right? "I will make your offspring like the dust of the earth, so that if anyone could count the dust, then your offspring could be counted. Go, walk through the length and breadth of the land, for I am giving it to you." So Abram moved his tents and went to live near the great trees of Mamre and Hebron, where he built an altar to the Lord. Amen? Yeah. Sweet. He's going to make him a great nation, right? That is the end of chapter 13. That was quick. I think the reason that the herdsmen were arguing was because there was so much cattle and not enough land with green grass or whatever it is that these animals were eating, to serve all of those animals. So, the land was becoming bare and the animals were becoming thin and skinny, and so they started to fight for the land, so that their animals could survive. And so that is when Abram tells Lot, let's not argue about this. It's not worth it, right? And it wasn't. All right, we're going to move into chapter 14, and where Abraham is going to rescue Lot. And we'll find out in chapter 14 what he rescues him from. So, don't forget, subscribe, leave me a comment, and we'll move on to chapter 14.